This is a Fox News alert. In about 2 hours, the suspect in the second assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump will be back in federal court, where a judge will determine whether he can be released on bail.
Brooke Singman has brand new reporting that has come out in the last half hour about the suspect's movements and a note he wrote long before the attempt. Brooke?
Yeah, that's right, guys. So Ryan Ruth will appear in a West Palm Beach courtroom today at 11 a.m. Eastern time. This is the DOJ releases this letter from Ruth where he says, quote, "This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump." Now, this letter came from a civilian that contacted police after they say Ruth dropped off a box at their house several months prior to the attempt. After learning of the incident, the witness opened this box and found ammunition with the letter that also says he will offer $150,000 to whoever can, quote, complete the job if he failed. The DOJ also saying Ruth had 6 cell phones and 2 license plates, and his internet history revealed he looked up Trump locations into October and had to travel from Palm Beach to Mexico. Last week, he was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. The charges came after a Secret Service agent noticed what appeared to be a rifle poking out of a chain-link fence at former President Trump's Florida golf course while Trump was golfing. The Secret Service agent fired in that direction of the rifle. A witness spotted Ruth then fleeing from the area, and he was arrested shortly after. Now, the 2 charges carry a combined maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, but federal prosecutors say stronger charges could be coming. Meanwhile, the House has unanimously passed a bill to enhance Secret Service protection for presidential candidates, and that bill is now heading to the Senate. Guys.
Brooke, thank you very much.
So many questions.
No kidding. So months ago, Ruth drops off at somebody's house a box, and the person didn't open it until Ruth popped up in the news. So obviously, this is just pure conjecture, but obviously it seems like, just like in the movies, dropped the box off and said, hey, if anything happens to me, open the box. And in the box, ammo, a metal pipe, building materials, tools, 4 phones, various letters. What's interesting is it sounds like he had no intentions of being killed by return fire, because he was trying to figure out how to get to Mexico. The plates on the Nissan, not registered, actually that car, so he had a bunch of extra plates. He had 2 additional license plates. He had 6 cell phones in all. He had 12 pairs of gloves.
What's questionable, though, is in this letter it says this was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I failed you. I tried my best, gave it all my gumption that I could muster. So does that mean he's tried in the past, or was he talking about this latest one?
He failed. Ainsley, I also think, based on this letter, can we stop saying we don't know the motive? I mean, it's pretty clear in the letter what his motive and why he decided to do this and who was the intended target. I'm so sick of these press conferences where they come out for us and go, we don't know yet. We don't know his motivations. We don't know why he decides to do that. He spelled it out as what we would call in the legal field or criminal justice field as his manifesto. This is the manifesto. He even tells the person if he can't finish it, he asked someone else to finish it, and that he was going to give him, I think, $150,000. So this is a manifesto. We know the motive now. We should stop saying we don't know.
They'll have to prove that he actually wrote this letter, that this was actually Ruth, and what attempt is he talking about? Is there another one that he tried and he failed? And also today, the judge is going to decide if he can be released on bail. We interviewed Jonathan Turley. He said, I doubt it. He probably will hold him, but he's being held for having a gun, even as a felon, which is illegal, and then taking off the serial number of the gun, but not charged yet with anything, with any stricter laws, like trying to assassinate a president or trying to assassinate a Secret Service officer. So the Attorney General for the state of Florida, she has said that they are expecting more charges against him.
At the very least, it shows premeditation. It shows that he had a plan. And so let's see where they go with it, because now it's in the ball is in the Fed's court to figure out the new charges. But clearly, even on those 2 charges, gun charges that he's being held on, he could wind up in prison for over 20 years.
Yeah, for just those 2 charges. Yeah. If these other charges are added, could be for life.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.